The room was still, except for the low hum of the recorder. Carla sat across the table, hands folded, eyes darting between the detective's stare. He leaned forward, voice measured but edged with steel.
And so if you ever seen...
Why did you lie to me earlier?
I didn't lie to you.
Yes, I simply asked if that were very good advice.
I said we were close friends.
I asked if that were next week, but I said that.
The detective not only caught her lie, but also completely destroyed her defense. But the pertinent questions are who this demonic woman is, what happened on November the 29th, 2006, and how detectives psychologically trap her with a perfect bait.
Woman convicted of murder in a love triangle faced a judge again today.
Welcome back to my channel. I don't have many followers, but your single comment is a ray of hope for me. It was the evening of November 29th, 2006, in the quiet suburb of Ridgeland, Mississippi. Around 6:30 p.m., Avis Banks, 5 months pregnant, returned home from work. She parked her car in the garage of the duplex she shared with her fiancé, Keon Pittman. As she stepped inside, she was ambushed. The killer shot her 4 times, once in the head, once in the chest, twice in the leg, and then stabbed her repeatedly. The attack was swift and brutal, leaving both Avis and her unborn daughter dead before help could arrive. Investigators soon traced the crime to Carla Hughes, a 25-year-old schoolteacher romantically involved with Pittman. Clues emerged from cell phone records, tire tracks, and a .38 caliber revolver linked to her. So, the cops arrested Carla Hughes and brought her in for interrogation, and today we will focus on the psychological elements of this interrogation.
Okay. What was that? The 29th. Look, you found her. The start of 29th. And you first spoke with like this one. What time
I
did you
first spoke with him that day.
You first spoke with Keon, yes, on the 29th.
Okay.
So, I mean, don't start right.
Oh, okay.
Tell me that's not what you got.
I first spoke with him that morning before work, and I talked to him off and on during work.
My cell phone when I was at school.
No, we worked in the same building.
That's right.
So yeah, we on and off for work, and then we talked right after work after we dismissed the kids. And he told me he was going to go to the grocery store, and then he'd be at my house right after that. So I went home. He went to, he said he was going to the grocery store. And at 4 o'clock, around 4 or 5, he was at my house. He came to my house with the groceries. And he sat in my house for about an hour or so. He left at 5:10, and he was going to basketball practice. He called me, well, he texted me from basketball practice, and he called me, I'll say about 6:15, 6:20 maybe. And I told him I was just getting done working out, and I was about to head home to take a shower. And he said, okay, well, I'll be back after practice to pick up the groceries, before I go home. So I said, okay. I went home, I took a shower, I started grading papers and watching the game. He came by around 7:35, something like that. He stayed about 45 minutes. He went home from enough time for him to leave home and leave my house and get home. He called me. I thought he was calling to say he made it home, whatever, and he called me screaming.
The detective invites Carla to walk through her day without heavy interruptions. This allows for long, uninterrupted speech, which increases the chance of inconsistencies.
Or does mom be calling me at home?
Usually. Sometimes he'll call as soon as he gets home, and we may talk on the phone.
What's your girlfriend? Why? This
at home.
Does she know that y'all like?
She knew we were friends.
Okay.
Well, she knew we were friends. It was times we were together, and he would call her, like, for instance, if we went out to eat, you know, me and him and the other coaches, or sometimes just me and him, we would hang out. He would call her and he'd be like, I'm with Carla, you know, or whatever. So she knew about me.
Which one?
But, you know, I just thought he was just calling back to tell me something, or, you know, whatever. Thought of something he needed to tell me. And a person he called her and told me that what had happened.
And you say, girl, you said call your bells. 8:49.
I think that was the time.
Switch up the ping pong.
Yeah, I had, I think it was 8:47. I think it was.
8:47.
He wrote 8:40. It was 8:47.
You sure?
I really am not. I was trying to find it so fast. I'm not sure. Let me really look, because
You got service with.
I'm with Sailor South.
That's like. That's PDA.
This trio.
What's trio from a PDA from cell phone?
Just the name of it.
Okay, got it. No. There's a true these three, so apparently there's three functions. Or these three.
Yeah. What you got?
By framing her connection with Keon as just friendship, the detective creates a social safe zone, encouraging her to talk openly while they collected missions of romantic contact.
I'm trying to get this time down state. 35 to 40 minutes.
Yeah, approximately.
So say it up about latest 7:55.
No, wait, he made my house, about 7, I'll say about 7:50, 7:55. And he
So that's
Yeah.
how long did they stay there? About 35, 40 minutes. So you left your house about 8. Can you stay 40? Well, can you stay 40 minutes?
Now, what time did I say he called me? At 8:40. So
Yeah, I
that would
guess
be
that's
about
all right.
right.
That's
Because he
all
would
right.
leave my house about 8:30. I mean, something like that. You have to drive from my house to his house. You know, and that traffic on county line, that's a couple minutes drive. So,
That's about right. So
and then, you know, I'm not exact on the time he stayed. It could be 40, 45. I just know he didn't stay longer than an hour, you know. I'm going to say about 40, 45.
how you know to stay more?
I don't. Mm-mm.
So
No, I don't. I just know that it just didn't seem like a whole hour. It seemed more like 35, 40 minutes.
Jay, give me what? 10, chip,
It's about 10 minutes to get home.
chip 15 at the most.
Yeah.
They drive fast.
They drive average, like the speed.
All right, so you about 10 minutes to get home. Complete about 8:42, 8:43. Give or take. Okay. So that means more likely he did call you. Because you didn't hear about in the background.
I didn't hear anything, but I'm screaming. I didn't hear anything in the background. No sirens or anything.
The detective drops details they already know, like Keon's grocery visit or the duration of their meetings, in a conversational tone. This pressures her to stay aligned with facts without feeling outright accused.
We go up there on Fridays. A lot of teachers that work at the school. And I would go up there.
Did you tell me some ways you tell me?
Okay.
Please don't lie. There's no repercussion. That's what I tell you. What you two romantically involved. You just quiet, ask some song, whatever. I tell you why I ask. But don't lie to me. The like this.
I'm not.
It's okay. When you two involved with each other.
Yes.
And the reason why I asked was because some other people reported that they say, yes, ma'am, stuff is wrong. And of course,
Keep it on the board. I mean, I'm saying that because if that was seen, it would have to be on the border. Because, I mean, of course we didn't do nothing like that at work.
right.
You know, and so if that was seen.
So why did you lie to me earlier?
I didn't lie to you.
Yes, I simply asked if that were anything about you.
I said we were close friends.
And asked if that were mentioning about you. said no.
No, I just said we're close friends. But I don't want to argue with you. It's not that I'm trying to hide anything.
But this is what you said. Close friend with you, and nobody can prove that we were. What was your first? Yeah, right.
Because I know the people at the school were going to say, yeah, they were dating or whatever, but they didn't. They're going on speculation. You know what I mean? Because like I said, they see you together and they think certain things.
But in this case,
they were right.
The detective references rumors from others, coaches, colleagues, suggesting they have corroborating witnesses. This builds social pressure without directly accusing her.
Is there more to this than what you're telling?
Yeah.
I would stand on that. Not that he's being charged with anything. But if something come up to where there's a speed, this is what an investigation work. We start with who we know. We get all the evidence, collect all the evidence that we can collect, and we go from there. Just so happens at this point in time, that happened to be this way. We're talking to you, we're talking to other people. Well, trying to talk to other people, of course, we happen to be with the scope of both people. If in fact, I'm not saying that charge will be pressed against in more box, but if in fact charges are pressed against, then by chance, if you have some knowledge of it, then you're going to be charged with accessory to murder. So you spoke to someone about this?
What, like legal?
Yes. Right. Okay.
Do I need to advise that? You think I need to?
I think if you're telling me the truth, I think you're
Like, okay.
When last time we spoke with him?
When I talked to you, right before I talked to you earlier today, when I went to see your mom.
Did you tell him about chance that we got? You want to come up here?
Because I didn't know. I didn't know that you were trying to talk to me until I came back to work and Mr. Ellis called me in the office.
Okay.
I didn't even know you came up there yet, asking about me asking to speak to me yesterday.
Is there anyone else that you think that we speak with?
I mean, I would say probably the coaches. I mean, because the other coach that was with him at basketball practice. I mean, if you're trying to speak with people about his whereabouts of the day or whatever.
Okay.
The detective floats scenarios like, if something goes down and we find out you knew, forcing her to weigh loyalty against self-preservation.
You think that whoever you just took, it was her child.
I do.
You think that they deserve death?
Yeah, I mean,
What you got to yourself?
he told me the shadow knows. At one point, there were calls made to her phone, my phone, and his phone. And we were thinking it was somebody that worked at the school with us, but we're not sure. We were just trying to get stuff on who we could possibly be, but it was calls being made to all three of our phones.
What do you mean?
Well, first somebody called me stating that they were her. They called me and they were saying that they were her, and they were saying I better leave their man alone. And I mean, this is before he and our relationship was even romantic. I mean, we were just friends. And I'm like, why is she doing this? She knows we friends. Or, I didn't understand what was going on. And so I called him. I called him, And he called her, and she was like, that wasn't her. Well, she started receiving calls too. And he also got a call from somebody. And so somebody, you know, they would call me, and it was a girl's voice. I'm not sure what it was when they called her, but he had a girl's voice that called him as well.
What's the number? Block for?
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir.
How long ago was this?
Second November. This was probably September, end of September.
After rapport is built, the detective abruptly focuses on the murder call from Keon. The emotional pivot catches Carla off balance, making her rely on instinct rather than a rehearsed story.
My house an hour before practice. It wasn't an hour because I saw on here that he called me at 4:25. So he didn't make it to my house till about 4:30. So he was there about 35 minutes instead of an hour.
Well, we knew it wouldn't be an hour. You said it was not an hour.
No, remember I said it wasn't an hour after practice. So when he brought the groceries to my house before practice, it wasn't an hour. It was more like 35 minutes.
Serious?
Okay.
I see. But sure, 8:43 on the time we roll your
Phone?
phones.
I mean, that's what the phone says.
How does it set to sound like, or do you have to set the time up? I mean, daylight saving change and all this stuff, or
Yeah.
it sets itself.
I can go in and set it, or I can choose. It has like an option. Like every time my phone cuts off, like this phone cuts off a lot. Every time it cuts off, it cuts back on. It has an option where I can reset the time, the date, the year, all that, or I can do self where it does it itself.
122.
I've done it both ways.
Which way says that now? So what time do you have now?
The detective revisits her timeline, questioning exact times down to minutes. This creates mental fatigue and increases the chance of a discrepancy.
Now's the time. If you got something that you need to tell, that's definitely the time.
I told you everything that I know.
Steve, I would tell you, hey, look, I'm not happy with Avis. I'm getting ready to leave. I don't want my house.
Tonight.
Are you sure?
I'm positive.
Did you ever ask him to leave Avis?
No. I actually, I told him, what we have as a friendship is what we have. What y'all have is what y'all have. We never really just talked about him leaving. We never talked about him leaving her at all, put it that way. But, I told him, I said, I would never want you to leave her for me, or for anybody.
Did you ever ask him to leave?
I never asked him to leave her. I never wanted him to.
Did you ever ask him, hey, look, listen, I get together already. I'm not too crazy about it.
No.
Do you know more about this situation than you tell?
Then I don't.
I'm not saying you don't ask.
I'm saying no, I don't. No, sir.
Now, you do realize that if something go down, I'm not saying it will, but if something go down, and he come back and say, look, give her a plan, her idea, what she knew about it, in any form or fashion. You're going to be charged for whatever they were charged.
I understand that.
Are you sure you understand that? What I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Is there anything you say?
That's all I know. The entire thing I know.
Something that's come up later on. Let's say, first of all, for whatever reason right now, you don't feel like they look at the content and this because, or whatever. It's something that's come up later on. They need to get in contact with me and meet me. I can guarantee you, this stuff here is probably be physical. So as serious as you. Last thing I want to do is see you get caught up in something when in fact, you know, could have been prevented. That's what you're trying to hold up for him or anyone else.
The detective makes the stakes explicit. Hiding information could make her face the same charges. This reframes the conversation from casual talk to a legal threat.
Anyway, you have a random one. States about censorship guilty and thinking about San Jamas. This allows us to go back and forth, of course. And this is how we go. Before we ask any question concerning the charge against you, one fully understand the Constitution right of 50 minutes. You have a right to remain silent, and please say can't live with you against your court of proceedings. You have the right to have an attorney and lawyer present for a question. If you cannot afford an attorney, get so desire one. Will be appointed to you prior to the question being asked you. If you choose to answer a question and or make a statement, you have the right to stop at any time. Basically, what I factually believe your sign here saying that I read these to you. The bottom fourth the waiver rights, in this case, is used. Having informed my rights to remain silent and the right to have an attorney proved person. I've been informed that in the event that I cannot afford an attorney, so desire one will be appointed to me. I understand that independent I choose to answer a question and or make a statement that I can stop at any time that I fully understand my rights, wish to waive those rights, and agree to answer the question and or I state with voluntarily in the first I was played to.
After gathering as much casual information as possible, the detective reads her rights, signaling the shift to a formal criminal interrogation. This sudden change increases stress and urgency.
Well, witness, that you know about it. He knows that they already know you. That you gave the gun to Patrick. Patrick gave the gun to him. They already know that Patrick was at the house. These guys at the house. You gave the gun. He said, Patrick, well, Chip didn't tell me that Patrick was safe. Chip, when you did it, I back to you. Cried.
Oh, I cried.
He said he cried. No, Patrick said that. Where he's headed is this. They want you to tell him that you won't witness. If you don't tell, you won't witness. They won't assume that you were something else on their lips. He was trying to get rid of him. You were trying to have him. You were trying to get rid of him. He was trying to have you. That's the theory there. Unless you tell him something different. Either way it goes. If you told that you saw it, that he did it, they probably take that approach. I would charge you, but may not charge you. I don't know. They probably will charge you. I don't know what they'll do. If you told that you did, and he was there, then they definitely will charge you. He's trying to see what the evidence can support, which theory evidence can support. They don't have a theory on you. I have a lot of theory on you. They don't know.
The detective frames herself as someone trying to help, downplaying any adversarial tone. People are more willing to comply with authority when it appears cooperative rather than punitive.
Don't do anything at this point by you. They can just use what they have to get the two of you working together. They may try to blow me up, but this still doesn't prove it. You still don't have him show me all the evidence to prove that you did. And so it may be, may take a while, may give a bit of give and take process. So, like, I just need to advise you to tell them something that you not feel comfortable telling. Unless that's something you want to. That implicates them, it does not implicate you. It's just, if for sure you won't witness, and you're comfortable telling them that you won't witness this all, I wouldn't stop you from doing that because that would be my job of protecting you. Yeah. Or you tell them that there may somehow come back later that proved that was not true. It may hurt your credibility. You don't tell them anything now. That doesn't stop you from telling them later. Once you see the whole picture. Because they think that you witness, they still go back you witness even after they charge you, unless they find something or what. So they expect him to believe. They expect that's what he can tell. They expect it. When they put the finger at him, they say he charged you with this. He would say, no, I didn't do this. That's what they expect. I doubt the best he don't do that. And he might, no one might do it. But I don't know how they can prove that you did. If he said that, unless he can say he saw it.
Suggests that physical or testimonial evidence already exists and will surface soon. The belief that one's deception is more obvious than it actually is, causing suspects to overestimate how much the detective already knows.
Not make a statement. You can be strong with you. Just say, no, I don't make a statement. Yeah. And just let the chips fall away. But you know, once they get, watch me see what I tell you. There's So yeah. My husband. What did you know about fight? You, yeah. Man, they can't understand what. You won't point your finger at him. If you point your finger at him, they go back away from you. Try to say that he's the one. He stopped telling me about it too. Is he in a player? That he's smart. A lot of girls. Probably you're person. He's brought out other girlfriends. Right. Coming to some town. Fair with other girlfriend you on this day of the night before. Oh man. I think it was the night before. And he said that when they were at the house, he didn't show any kind of emotion about it. But that was all. He wasn't concerned about the way he looked. That's the impression they were watching it. They say he can shed a tear.
Gives the suspect a chance to place blame elsewhere or frame actions as accidental. Lowering the moral weight of the act makes admitting involvement psychologically easier.
In your property, you won't be with him.
Believe my purse with you, huh?
Only if you're taking a note. if you so choose to, then move it to the keyboard here, and you go to, when you want to add or you should be able to click. But then move it to the county jail, which and all that stuff. At least on the problem. So, yeah, it's probably a judge you call.
I'm able to take pay.
Okay, parents, you ring the bell.
Yeah.
Awesome. So you're going to just run around, Jackson.
Chat.
The white guys. I'm going to go like the green dog. But, I mean, it's not a problem for me to be back in the one because I have to. I had a case set for more, but it's got going. I got to say, like, oh, hey, let me know something. I'll let you know. Is it particular that judge that I call? More than likely it's going to be found apart. And 638 RLY. It's the next temperature. So I could just try to bet my car on this particular police call. See, sometimes I on that car again called fix. I had told that was here. They called good stuff on all that. Let me know. If you're all right now, bet.
Reintroduces certain details multiple times to cement them as undeniable. Repeated exposure to the same detail increases the likelihood of it being accepted as true.
Reach me that way, you can't reach me, Jack. Keep it up. Count the whole. Sure. Goodness. Oh, that's why you just bring your phone book. That is what you feel the reason. I gave you my office in Greenville, and then I gave you my secretary here at Jackson. I just sat. She would also give me messages. But I didn't put a name there. That's apparently the info. So they thought. She told. Because y'all have to try to talk to them all that. Why you didn't finish the phone? No. Yes, she should talk to. Now, what if she want to talk to us? She not want to talk to you. But if she does, then I wish she would call me.
Implies that failure to clarify will be read as an admission. Social norms push individuals to deny accusations quickly. Hesitation can trigger a defensive confession.
You need to know.
Oh, I tried it on you. It's called Selma.
Yeah.
Hey, Carl. Can you hear me? Okay, I'm way here at the Richland Police Department. We're talking to Detective. We're talking to Detective Dillon. And they've decided to charge her with accessory after the fact. And they get ready to. Well, accessory after the fact means providing assistance to a person after a particular act has occurred. Just okay. That's basically what it means. It's providing assistance to a person who committed a crime after the act occurred. So right now they have not set bail, but they'll probably have an initial appearance in the morning, sometime tomorrow or day after. And I told them to let me know, or I'll check with the judge in the morning. And then I'll set bail, and then at that point, I guess they'll set bail. If the judge sets bail, then we can arrange for bail. And we should do okay. So I guess he's allowed to talk to you. You're allowed. Yes. Call it.
Hello. Hey, Dad. It's okay. I'm all right.
Pauses, lets silence hang, and watches body language. Humans have a low tolerance for prolonged, socially tense silence, often filling it with information.
For age, not 20 feet, maybe 20, 30 feet.
No, sir. No, sir.
I won't. Have my office to the car or something like that. Still.
Where's the place?
You tell it.
I'll be able to come.
Babe,
Okay.
Especially I can look at the job.
Okay.
Got you. I need to get you. Okay. That's good. That's what Wayne said.
Oh, sir.
George.
You okay, Mom? Okay.
So.
Yes, sir. All right. Hold on. Right now. Okay.
What was your call?
Sir.
You were here.
I can hear.
Y'all call. Somebody should have. Like, you're actually.
Yeah. Take my jury out.
If you so choose to. When I leave out here, I can give you a call. Okay. Well, if I have to, yeah.
Anyway.
I don't want to ask Bobby. I ask him more likely. See, more likely he can't answer that. What you mean, like if they have initial appearance, will you be able to say it? Or if she goes into jail, will you be able to say that? Okay, I don't know if he can answer it, because then what they'll do is take her to the Madison County Jail. He's not, that's not what we are. That's in Canton. We're in Richmond, so it's accessory after the fact. Okay. All right. Miss Tina, don't let you go. No, she has her Bible in control. What's she doing? I don't know if they're clever. Okay. Right.
Suddenly breaks the friendly contract, moving to procedural authority. Abrupt changes in interaction style unsettle the suspect, increasing compliance under uncertainty. The interrogation gradually corners the suspect without an outright confession, but secures multiple critical admissions. Verified presence at key locations, acknowledgement of relationships, and partial alignment with the prosecution's timeline. From a legal perspective, these statements narrow the defense's ability to claim ignorance or mistaken identity, while contradictions under questioning can be used to impeach credibility in court. By eliciting confirmations that match corroborating evidence and subtly locking the suspect into a version of events, the detective has effectively reduced defense maneuvering room. While not a smoking gun confession, the recorded admissions and inconsistencies significantly strengthen the case toward conviction.
Woman convicted of murder in a love triangle faced a judge again today. A jury convicted Carla Hughes last year for killing her lover's pregnant fiance. But today, she asked the judge for a new trial.
Carla Hughes was convicted on 2 counts of capital murder for the November 29th, 2006 murders of Avis Banks and her unborn child. A Madison County jury found her guilty in October 2009, and though prosecutors sought the death penalty, the jury opted to spare her life. She received 2 life sentences without the possibility of parole to be served concurrently.
The jury took in every word and kept their eyes glued to Carla Hughes and Keon Pittman while Keon told about their 4-month love affair. Carla showed no facial expression, but sometimes whispered to her attorney and took notes while Keon talked about their love affair.
From a legal standpoint, this sentence demonstrates a strong prosecutorial case, anchored by compelling circumstantial evidence such as cell phone records, the murder weapon linked to her, and shoe tread matching her footwear, which collectively tied her to the crime scene and crime timeline. The lack of direct confession is mitigated by these converging data points and timeline consistency.
Having reviewed the verdicts, finds that they are in the one of the forms allowed by the instructions. If the defendant would please rise. Relative to count 1, the verdict is, we, the jury, find the defendant, Carla Hughes, guilty of capital murder as charged in count 1 of the indictment. Relative to count 2, the verdict is, we, the jury, find the defendant, Carla Hughes, guilty of capital murder as charged in count 2 of the indictment.
Legally, the detective's interrogation helped lock her narrative in place, facilitating credibility challenges and limiting defense strategies. These recorded inconsistencies can be used to impeach her in trial, making a conviction likely even absent confession.